Manet used to say his battlefield was a salon, the state-run art exhibition. Unfortunately for him, the salon wanted artists who would help build the French Empire. Myths, angels and glory, history paintings with a fine finish, art hand in hand with politics, doing its bit for Emperor Louis Napoleon. Sadly, the Salon's yearly exhibition was our only real hope of getting work seen and sold. It was presided over by the Marquis de Gennevière. His dead hand passed over all the canvases of all the artists who submitted.
Gentlemen, a Venus by Cabanel. Louis Napoleon is considering purchasing this for his collection.
Look how it swells. Real Ambrosian purple.
Beautifully finished.
Very subtle shade on the nipples.
By one of our medalled artists, so, no vote to be taken.
Good God. Who produced this monstrosity?
Why has he done this? This painter is a degenerate.
It looks like he's painted it with a scrubbing brush.
It has no anatomical structure. The world looks to France as a pinnacle of civilization. This painting makes us savages. One would think our great history of art never happened. Refused.
So many paintings were refused that year. So many artists complained that the emperor announced an exhibition of all the rejected works. When Paris heard there was a painting of a naked concubine sitting in the woods with a couple of young dandies, well, we all came to see.
Déjeuner sur l'herbe.
She's not nude, she's naked.
Flesh is so white.
There's no perspective.
And her suits are so dark.
It doesn't look finished.
So simple.
You can see the brushstrokes on the canvas.
Such broad areas of light. Such attention to nature.
She's staring at us. You can see what they had for lunch.
It's our world. He's painted our world.
When I looked at Déjeuner, I saw the very thing I'd been moving towards. Not ancient Rome or ancient Greece or Mount Olympia, but Paris.
Painted a naked concubine with her clothes in a heap on the floor next to her. That's what I want to paint, Gad. The men in the salon find it hard to admit that women undress in life, let alone in art.
Don't you think the salon officials all have mistresses?
They all have mistresses, and they probably all visit courtesans. But they don't want to see it in an art gallery.
Yes, certainly given me a good kicking for it.
Socrates said when he was insulted, "Why should I resent it when an ass kicks me?"
Paris is full of asses who won't let me paint what I see.
Because they don't want what you see, they want Venus.
I see Victorine.
They're not ready for you.
When will they be ready?
I'd say not for a while. You can lead an ass to water, Manet, but you cannot make it think.
With friends like Edgar Degas, Manet didn't need enemies.
Art. Art is the capacity to take pains. Monet?
I was just examining the texture of his skin.
It's not bad. But it's too much like the model. You have stocky man. You draw him stocky. He has enormous feet. You reproduce them. It's very ugly. In drawing, one must always think of the antique.
I prefer to work from nature.
Nature is a means to an end. A masterpiece borrows from 100 imperfect models.
For me, nature is an end in itself.
Nobody's interested in nature.
The man has got big feet.
Art's been around a damn sight longer than you, and it isn't going to change overnight.
Well, it certainly isn't going to here.
Because you think we should all draw a man with big feet.
And if we do, we will all draw him differently. and his feet will be different, just as we're all different, and the world is different in every moment of every day.
Style is what matters. Style, style, style.
I want reality.
Reality has no place in my studio.
I've just seen the future. And you know something? You're not in it.
No doubt you paint to have fun, Renoir.
If it wasn't fun, Monsieur Glare, I wouldn't do it.
Nothing that makes me feel. Nothing that art is for me even exists for Glare.
I'm very happy with him.
I can't stay with him.
Well, I think most of the other students are happy.
Well, the other students are just a lot of grocer's assistants.
Monet.
I can't stay there. Oh, it's like rising from the dead day after day. I say we don't go back.
Hold on, let's think about it.
If we can't paint what we were born to paint, we might as well be doctors and tailors. At least then we'd be doing something real.
I think we should go back.
Never. We will never, ever go back there.
Of course, I did go back, only to complete what I was working on. But I was impatient to be out there, in the light. I wanted to be my own master. I found myself penniless, but was ready to hurl myself recklessly into the open air.
Are we nearly there yet?
Just a bit further.
It's getting very dense. You've expecting to trip over Manet's déjeuner.
Oh, rubbish, it was a studio creation. No one has ever started and completed a painting outdoors before.
Well, that's because it would take most painters 2 years to complete one. And they die of cold.
Look. There. See how the light falls through the leaves onto the forest floor?
And the leaves against the sky.
No one can tell me that there is no colour in shadow when I have stood here and seen it and painted it for myself.
Thank you.
New colours. New studio.
Look better with a couple of figures in it.
People are far too distracting.
Of course, there were hidden dangers in the forest.